Welcome to the video lecture on user-defined functions. In the present video, we learn types of user-defined functions, functions with no arguments and no return values, functions with no arguments but return values, functions with arguments and no return values, functions with arguments and return values, functions multiple return values. First, we start with the types of user-defined functions. Depending upon the presence of the arguments and the return values, the user-defined functions can be classified into 5 categories. Functions with no arguments and no return values, functions with no arguments and return value, functions with arguments and no return values, functions with arguments and one return value, functions with multiple return values. First, we talk about function with no arguments and no return values. Function with no argument means the called function does not receive any data from the calling function, and function with no return value means calling function does not receive any data from the called function. So there is no data transfer between the calling and called functions. Let us see the example. Here, void area is a function declaration or prototype. Now, int main function, in that main function, area with empty parenthesis, the function call is given. So that is called a function call. If you observe that in the function name area, along in the parenthesis, there are no parameters. And then void area is the function definition. So after function call, we come to the function definition. Here we are declaring integer variables square area, square side, and we are inputting those values using the scanf function. And here we are computing the square area by using this formula. And now we are printing the square area here itself. That means this is not returning anything back to the function call. That is number one. And the function call or function definition or function definition, they are not containing any arguments. So such type of function is said to be function with no argument and no return values. In the above program, area function calculates the area and no arguments are passed to this function. The return type of this function is void and hence return nothing. Now the second category is functions with no arguments and one return value. Generally, why we are putting the one return value is that under normal conditions, a function or a return statement can return only one value at a time, not multiple values, and that will be discussed later. As said earlier, function with no argument means called function does not receive any data from, and function with one return value means one result will be sent back to the caller from the function. C programming to calculate the area of square using the function with no arguments and one return value. Again, function name is area and here there are no arguments. And here also the function call is here. Square of area is equal to area. This is the function call. With function call, we are coming to the function definition. In the function definition, area and side are two integer variables and they have been inputted and square area has been computed. But here, this value is going to be returned by the return statement back to the here function call. So therefore here, and this will be assigned to square of the area. Then we come to the statement printf. So square area value will be printed on the screen. That means one is the function doesn't have any parameters, that is no arguments. But after computation, it is returning a value to the function call. So that is why we call it as a function with no arguments and one return value. Now, third category is functions with arguments and no return values. That means the function consists of the arguments, but there will not be any return statement. Now, here the function will accept data from the calling function as there are arguments. However, since there is no return type, nothing will be returned to the call program. So it is a one-way type communication. Let us see the example program. Here void area, and inside the parenthesis we have int square side. So this is argument or parameter. This is function prototype. Now if we come to the main function, we have a function call. This is area square side. This is the function call. Now, after this function call, what happened that already we have inputted the value of the square of the side. That value will be put into the area of square side here itself. And during the function call, this value will be carried to the function definition on square side. Now, when the function definition is implemented, the value square side will be automatically passed into the inside the function. And now square area is equal to square side into square side. So this will be computed and it will be printed there itself as there is no return statement. And from this, what we can understand, the functions have the arguments, but there is no return statement. Hence, this is known as a function with arguments and no return values. And another one is that functions with arguments and one return value. Here, again, area is the function name and it has an argument here in the function declaration. And we are coming into the main function. In the main function, square area, square side are two arguments I declared and their values have been inputted. And now this is the function call. Area square side is the function call. Now taking the value of the square side from the input, the function call will pass the value to the function definition here int area int square side. Now this function definition will be implemented with the value passed to square side and the square area will be computed. But now this value we are using a return statement and this square area will be returned by this return function back to the function call where we have this is the function call. So this value will be given here and that will be assigned to square area, and by using the printf statement we can print the value. That means here we have both parameters and also we have the return statement, hence function with arguments and one return value. Now here we are seeing another category, functions with multiple return values. So far we have used functions that return only one value because function normally returns a single value. However, we can use functions which can return multiple values by using input parameters and output parameters. Those parameters which are used to receive data are called input parameters and parameters used to send the data are called output parameters. This is achieved by using address operator and indirection operator. Moreover, following example will clarify this concept. Yes, here see int star a, int star y. These are the pointer variables that stores the address of a particular variable. Now here int l, a, v are the values. Now we are giving the input value L. Now area of the volume L ampersand A ampersand V. These are the addresses we are giving it, and this is the function call. With this, we move to this function definition. In the function definition, with the help of the pointers and value at the address, the values of A and V are computed. And now what happened that as they are being stored at address, their values will be stored at a particular address. Now they will be back, and now if you print area and volume, the values will be printed as it is. In the above program, L is input argument, A and V are output arguments. In the function call, we pass actual value of L, whereas address of A and V are passed. Thus, it is a function with multiple return values. Thus, in the present video, we have learned the types of user-defined functions and various categories of user-defined functions. Thank you.